everybody? It is your favorite host again, A. Millie, and I'm back with another episode of the Sip and Sit podcast. And tonight I have this viral artist. She goes by the name of Kayla J. She is an artist. She's from the Bay Area, and we're gonna get into some things with this interview. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? Welcome to the Sip and Sit, girl.
Hey girl, I'm doing good. I'm super duper excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. And I was telling you this off camera. I first saw you go viral on TikTok. It was one of your videos, and it was like things people don't know about me until they date me or something. And I literally was like blown away. It was so funny, and I was like, oh my God, like this girl is like a star because you are hilarious. And then that's when I found your music. I didn't know you were an artist. And
Yes.
so I looked you up and I was like, okay. I was like blown away. And I just really thank you so much for coming on the Sip and Sit.
Oh my gosh, the pleasure is mine. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm so glad that we made this connection.
Yes, of course. So tell me, Kayla, how did you get your start as an artist?
Well, I was always into music as a kid. Like I was that kid that was doing the shows in the living room with the
Mhm.
microphone. I mean with the remote as a microphone. I was always like making my family sit down and have me do a show, singing in the car on the way to school. So it was just naturally in me. But I started to take music serious in high school. When we had like a administrative assistant in our high school. She
Mhm.
was cool with all of the black and brown kids.
Mhm.
And her name was Tiffany. I always shout her out. Shout out to
Mhm.
Tiffany. But Tiffany, she looked me in my eyes one day and she was like, Kayla, like you could sing. You need to start doing it now while you're young. So that's when I started to take voice lessons. I got in the choir.
Oh,
But it wasn't until I got into college when I actually started to drop my own music.
wow.
But I was always writing as a kid.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's how it started. And then it was just up from there.
It just took off, and you could see like your elevation from starting off as a kid then, and look at you now. You are in the game, you are doing it. And it kind of takes me back because when you said that, I used to parade around the living room with the remote. That takes me back. I used to do that so much, acting like I was on like Entertainment Tonight, trying to be on the red carpet. And I
Yeah.
would set my own, like literally my mama can tell you, I will put her in the living room like we are on like the red carpet and just entertain her. And when guests would come over, I would do the same thing. So I kind
Mhm.
of feel you on that, like taking it back all the way back when you were a little girl. So I want
Yeah.
to know, as an artist, who were your musical influences growing up? Because I know you grew up out in the Bay Area, right?
Yes, I did.
Yes. So tell me, who were some of your musical influences growing up?
So many. Of course, like the legends like Beyonce, Whitney.
Mm.
Um, but I would say Jasmine Sullivan has always been my
Oh, yes.
like she is my number one. Kehlani is a huge, huge inspiration. Let's see who else. Neo, Usher. And then like of today's age, I would say Summer, Kehlani, her. Um, Nikki's a huge inspiration as well.
Love Nikki,
In my
yes.
head, I think I'm a rapper.
Really, really.
Yes.
So you're like a triple threat, because I know you probably can dance, you sing, you act a little bit. Because I'm gonna ask you all
Okay.
about that.
I mean, I got a little bit of rhythm.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I ain't saying I'm just a dancer, but I did used to
Mhm.
love dancing as a kid. Um, but yeah, singing. I think acting in the sense of like I love comedy. I love stand-up
Mhm.
comedy. In my head, as you can see, in my head, I'm many different things. But in my head, I'm a comedian as well. So I
Mhm.
love to incorporate that into my content and just be a
Mhm.
personality. So
Mhm.
yes, I would say as far as a triple threat, I would love to be just a singer,
Mhm.
songwriter,
Mhm.
businesswoman,
Mhm.
and content creator.
Mhm. And you really do a good job as far as like your content creating, because you, like you just said, you love comedy. And there's a video on your TikTok, and I think you did a duet with one girl. She was like, I got this top from Amazon and I got this, and it cut, and you were like, where you get that booty from? That's
Yeah,
like, I was like, yeah, you
yeah.
have that comedic, like that comedic
Mhm.
personality, and it kind of
Thank
just
you.
fits, like especially like in your music. So I do want to ask you, as being an independent artist, what do you think has been the hardest part of your journey in this industry? You know, we're in a male dominated world, especially in music industry. What do you think
Mm.
has been the hardest part of your journey so far?
I think I'm in the hardest part right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been like the story of my life, honestly. To be completely transparent, I think the hardest part is, and I hate how it sounds, but just being like a pretty woman in the industry, people look at you and they like, oh, you're a pretty girl and you got a dream. What you gonna do for that dream? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you become what's the word? Propositioned in a way
Mm-hmm.
to these other things that it's like you're just trying to be an artist. You just want to work. People think that you're fucking everybody. Can I cuss?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People think that you're fucking everybody that you work with, or if you're in the studio, that you're
Mm-hmm.
doing something else. Or it's just like, I'm really just a girl trying to chase her dreams. I have a
Mm-hmm.
genuine heart. I don't mess around with the people that I work with. So just the accusations and the people, a lot of people only want to work with you if you're giving it up. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
annoying. But it is what it is. And it's like I already knew that about the industry, so I know what I'm signing up for. And I just I just keep moving. Sometimes it's like I haven't dropped music in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Um and that's just the product of the situation. Like I won't drop music if I have to work with people like that. I'd rather wait,
Mm-hmm.
find
Mm-hmm.
people that are genuine and have good intentions and really just want to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
And I thank you so much for being transparent, because it kind of takes me back recently. The whole situation with Ashanti and her former manager, that they were talking about Irv Gotti. I couldn't think of his name, but she did well. He came out and just really told all of their business, whether it was true or not. She hasn't said anything, but she did deny it, or she didn't deny it. And I could imagine how she must have felt back then. I know this was like over 20 years ago, and it's so different from back then to now. I feel like it is so much worse, so
Mhm.
much worse. Like females like us, we go through so much within this industry, and when you speak up about it, it's like men try to say we're liars and everything, but this is the stuff that you do. And I appreciate you
Yeah.
for really being transparent, because I feel like a lot of females, beautiful women, gorgeous women, strong women, deal with that on a daily basis within this industry.
Yes. Yes. And I will say I'm have been blessed enough to, like, the engineer that did my very first EP. Shout out to Walt Liquor. He is a good family friend. So there was nothing weird about that. It was like, oh, I'm working with Uncle Walt and my dad was there. Things like that have been comfortable for me. But I think after doing that EP and then getting out and recording on my own, or like just trying to find photographers on my own,
Mhm,
things
mhm,
like that, where I'm like, whoa, I
mhm,
was just like thrown for a loop. You hear
mhm,
about these things all the time in the industry,
mhm,
but when it happens to you, it's kind of like, damn. I mean, and I'm a sensitive person, so I'm like,
mhm,
wow, like, why would you think that I would do that? Like, why you can't see
mhm,
my heart? I'm a good person.
mhm,
I'm not trying to fuck on them. So it's hard, but it's been a great like learning lesson and just
Mhm.
a way to build tough skin. And like I said, I'd rather not do nothing than compromise
Mhm.
my morals.
I
So
wouldn't either. And I really appreciate you for saying that.
mm.
How do you deal with the pressure with being in this industry? How do you deal with the pressure?
I just cried out.
Mm.
I cried out. I talk to my friends. And then I get back up and I keep going.
Mhm.
Honestly, like I had a moment like that recently where I got discouraged.
Mhm.
Um, and I had moments where I'm like, dang, I don't want to do this. I'd rather just live a peaceful little life with my
Mhm.
family and my
Mhm.
corporate job. But
Mhm.
I talk to my friends and I have great friends.
Mm.
My best friend always talks sense into me, and she's like a really good hype man. Like she'll be like, "Bitch, do you know what you're here to do? Like, you know you
Mhm.
that girl." So, and I'll be like, "Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I am."
Mm.
Then,
Mm.
but I just cry it out honestly. Like I said, I'm a sensitive being, so I got to let them emotions out. But when it's
Yes.
out,
Mhm.
oh, it's
Mhm.
game time after that.
Mhm. Mhm. How has the support been from your family and friends, especially from your hometown of the Bay Area? How has that been for you as an artist?
Ooh, that's a great question. I will say my family is just now starting to like catch on.
Mhm.
I feel like at first they was like, "Oh yeah, like Kayla likes to sing on the
Mhm.
side."
Mhm.
But now that they see that I moved to Atlanta and I've let them know like I'm chasing my
Mm.
dreams. And I
Mhm.
think once I've showed them some of my newer music that's unreleased, they were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, oh, like you're really doing this and you
Mhm.
really have talent." Like you,
Mhm.
so I think now I have like their
Mhm.
full support and they got my
Mhm.
back.
Mhm.
I would say the Bay Area as a whole, I didn't come up out the Bay. I'm from the Bay, but I've came up out of more so Texas and then now Atlanta.
Mhm.
So I wish I had more support from the Bay, but I will say a lot of my like old circles that I used to be in the Bay Area, they support me like 10
Mhm.
toes. So but yeah, I never really was out on the scene in the Bay. So
Mhm.
but my friends support me. Um, I make sure to keep friends around me that support me because I can't
Mhm.
afford to have friends who don't. But yeah,
Cheers to that.
I got my water, but
Mm. I got mine too. I got
okay.
mine too. I want to ask you if there was one artist that you could work with from out of the Bay Area, who would it be and why?
Kaylani.
Oh, I love Kaylani.
Rip. Kaylani. Ugh, I love her so much. Why? I would say because I think she was in the industry young and she kind of
Mm-hmm.
grew up in it. And I'm only what a couple years younger than her. So I feel like I kind of grew up with her. So a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that she was going through as she was putting out her music and whatnot, I was going through the same things as well, like breakups, heartache, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we kind of have similar upbringings. Like she lost a parent, so did I, and her music reflected really just my life story, low key. So I feel like I grew up with her and her music hits home. Like her music, you know, how people like DM artists and
Yes.
like your music saved my life. Like she's one of
Mhm.
them artists for me.
Wow. Wow.
So yes, I feel like working with her would just be a full circle moment. Like
Hmm.
17-year-old me would be doing cartwheels.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you had a chance to say something to your, because I didn't get your age, I didn't ask your age at first. How old are you now, Kayla?
25.
25. If you can say something to your 17-year-old self,
Oof.
what would it be? Everything that you have endured in the industry, what would you say to your 17-year-old self?
I would say everything you're worrying about,
Mm.
trust me, it's gonna work out. It's
Mm.
gonna work out. And I would say I would just hype myself up like, girl, just keep going. Trust me, because
Mm.
where I'm at here at 25,
Mhm.
I need you to make it here. So just keep going. You got this shit, and everything you're worrying about is going to work itself out. It's gonna take a lot of work. So take your time to feel your feelings, but it's gonna work out.
Oh, girl, come on here, Kayla. I love that. I love that. I want to talk about you as an artist,
Mhm.
your music style. How would you describe your style of music?
I would say is R&B, but also kind of pop.
Mhm.
Um, with the music that I'm getting ready to drop, I'm experimenting more with rap.
Okay.
That's
Okay. So let,
me.
so let me ask you, you know how like Beyonce is Beyonce, but then her alter ego is, Sasha Fierce, but her rap name is Beyonce. So who is Kayla's rap name?
That's cakes.
Ooh, Cakes.
Yes.
Okay, can I ask what was the influence behind your rap name, Cakes?
Well, it all started when I was in high school. The this is so embarrassing. All the kids would be like, Kayla with the cakes, because I had a big butt.
Oh, okay, girl.
Yes, and
You got a little Betty. Look, you got a little Betty Crocker going on back there.
yeah, I'll be baking it. But so yeah, that was the thing, like Kayla with the cakes, because the cuss sound. And I just at the time I wasn't allowed to have social media, so I would sneak and have Instagram and stuff, and I wouldn't use my real name, so I would just say cakes because it's like Kayla cakes. And it just stuck. Like
Mm.
everybody was calling me cakes, and now I'm like, yeah, that's me when I rap.
When but then again, with you as an artist, you have made you are now a businesswoman because you have your products that are called cakes. So
Yeah,
it did kind of roll on for good.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Cake Team Apparel. That is my merch line. And I love that I was able to take like a cute little nickname and create a brand out of it.
mm,
And Cake itself just stands for knowing abundance and keep elevating.
ooh,
So,
I
yeah.
love that, girl.
So
I love that.
yeah, God really had his hand over that, because it was
Mm,
like I was able to turn like it's not about having a big butt or nothing. It really turned into a whole brand and a whole like
mm,
mindset that I want to
mm.
be able to spread to the world.
I love that. Girl, I love that. I love that. Now let's talk about your first album that you put out, and you put it out during the pandemic. Even though you've been singing for so many years, but you put out this album during the height of the pandemic, and it was just a lot going on in the world during that time. How did
Mhm.
you really get in the mindset? You know what? I'm about to do this. I'm about to put this out during a crazy time. And why did you name your first album Fine Print?
Okay. Well, I named it Fine Print because I felt like it was a deeper look into my emotions and what I be going through romantically, like in my relationships and whatnot. So you know how they say like read the fine print, like get in,
Mm. Oh,
get a
yes.
closer look into how I be feeling, because I feel like I come
Mm.
across as like pretty confident, or but I have feelings and I'm
Mhm,
sensitive.
mhm,
So that's why it's called fine print. And I think just the timing of the pandemic, that it wasn't even planned. Like I
wow.
was already planning to release it that year. And at first I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't. But
Mhm.
then I was like, well, everybody in the house anyway, so
Right, right.
might as well. And then I felt like the storyline of it was kind of like, yeah, things are happy and then they kind of get crazy.
Mhm,
But then at the end, you find yourself again. And I feel like people needed to hear a a story where things can hurt you, your heart can break, but in
mhm,
the end you can stand up tall.
mhm,
You're gonna be all right.
mhm,
And
mhm,
that was really the theme of the pandemic. Like, yeah, we in a tough time, but we're gonna be all right.
mhm. And it's kind of like, how Phoenix rises from the ashes. And I feel like a lot of people did that. I did that as well. You know, I went through a tough time during the pandemic, but out of that, something good came about. You know, like with you,
Yeah.
you dropped your album, and I started doing the Sip and Sit podcast. And I just feel
Ooh.
like, you know, when you just like, it's like when you go through tough times, they don't always last. And I always kind of coin myself as a phoenix because I'm a rise above the ashes.
Right.
Whatever you go on, whatever goes on in your life, you can rise above it, and you will rise above it.
Absolutely. You got to. I ain't got no
Yeah.
choice to.
Yes. And I love fine print. I've been listening to it
Oh,
since
thank you.
I found you on TikTok. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta interview her. And there is this one song on there, Drunk
Uh-oh.
Texting. I'm like, girl, is you reading like, we all go to that drunk texting and stuff like that. Hence why I have this line. I probably after this interview, I probably, drunk text my little yeah and see,
Don't
where
do
you at, can I pull up on you or something? But
it.
I love that song. I want to know off of your album, which one is your favorite?
Ooh, it's between Honeymoon and Good Vibes.
Mm.
Because Honeymoon was the very first song that I dropped ever. And
Mhm.
it just got so much love. Everybody was
That
just,
was a dope song.
thank you.
That was
Everybody,
such a dope song. The whole album is dope, but that one was really dope.
thank
Really
you.
dope. Really dope.
Yeah, that's my baby because it was my first time seeing like,
Mhm.
oh, I can do this.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that moment I will never forget. Like seeing people sing the lyrics like for the first time,
Mhm.
it was just very, very memorable. But Good Vibes, I will say, is one of my favorites as well because it just keeps me going. Like when
Mhm.
when I'm feeling down, I
Mhm.
go listen to that song.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I love the story. Like I have the lyrics tatted on my back.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, not all of them. Just
I look, girl. I was about to say you got all the lyrics on your back,
no.
girl. Look, I was about to ask you how did you go through that pain, but
Oh no, no,
you know.
no. Just one line. I have a little shade never stopped my shine. A
Mm.
little pain never stopped my grind. That's what I have on my back.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
yeah, that song really like ministers to me when
Mhm.
I'm going through it. So it's close to my heart.
And I noticed, like on your TikTok, with you going viral, you have a lot of TikToks that are funny, but then you have a lot that are very down to earth, talking about mental health, basically to encourage yourself each and every day. And as someone, I'm open to talk about this, that has struggled with depression and anxiety, how dealing with mental health as an artist, how important is that? I know like artists like Megan Thee Stallion, she constantly talks about her mental health,
Mhm.
and other people in the industry, I feel like it is not talked about enough, but she has talked about it. She has written songs about things that happened to her. How important is it to talk about mental health for you as an artist?
Oh, I would say that's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the music and the art is really just like a stepping stone to your greater purpose. And I feel like I really identify with
Mm-hmm.
a need for mental health being a prominent thing in my life and people's lives. I really identify with that. So um it's the main thing. Like I feel
Mm-hmm.
like when I look back at artists like Megan and
Mm-hmm.
the other ones I mentioned earlier, like when I was a kid, I was a troubled kid and I would go through things and I feel like their music really helped keep me afloat or even just help me to feel something. So I will always want my listeners to feel something, feel whether it's an outlet to let out their anger or their
Mm-hmm.
tears or to feel good. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's how I know that I've done my job, and I
Mm-hmm.
also want to speak on it as well because
Mm-hmm.
like you said, Megan and her situation, like she lost two of her parents. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
can I have one parent that's still living, but losing my mother really
Mm-hmm.
really affects you and you don't realize, especially when you're young and you're trying to
Mhm.
navigate through life, especially with these big platforms and being an artist and people
Mhm.
having so much access to you, you want to be able to like lean back on your parents. So it's a big thing. So I'm constantly like re-grieving or going through
Mhm.
things mentally, and I'm open with it and I'm transparent with my music, with my people, with lives and videos and
Mhm.
whatnot. So I think that it's extremely important that we spread different ways to cope with the things that we go through and stop acting like we all just perfect. You know,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
we portray the positive things, but I want you to know like it gets ugly too.
Mhm. Mhm. And I thank you for just being again transparent and open about that, because when I interview artists, they never open up about that side. Or if I may
Mm.
not feel comfortable of asking them that, but I really thank you for being open and transparent
Of
with
course.
that. And also, I want to talk about you being a content creator, a YouTuber, because you do have your own YouTube channel and you are now in your second season of your show called Kayla's Couch. Now, tell me, how did this come about?
Honestly, girl, I was going through a breakup.
Mm.
I was going through a breakup and I was just so sad and just down. But I realized I do the best things or I have the best ideas when I'm like just down in the dumps. And
Mm.
the idea just came to me. I was like, okay, like I done cried enough. What can I do to like
Mhm.
really step on these bitches' necks? But it literally was so random. It just came to me and I
Mhm.
called my best friend up. I was like, friend, come over, we finna film. And she said, okay, I'm coming. And originally I thought it was just like a show, but
Mhm.
I think season 3 is gonna be more of like a podcast.
I
So
love it.
um,
I
thank
want to tell you, like, I love it because you talk about topics within the LGBTQ. And of course, I'm an ally. I love all of you all. Y'all, my friends, my
you.
family. And it's really down to earth because I ask my friends that are, in gay relationships, I'm like, so who is this? Who is that? I have questions, honey, and they don't get mad. But I really like your show because it kind of is like opens everybody's mind up. And I always
Mhm.
say, love is love. Love is love. I
Period.
support whoever, as long as you in love, as long as they don't mess with you, beat you up, or nothing like that.
Right.
Just I'm fine with it. But love is love. Love who you want. Be open, honey. That's all. That's
Mhm.
all. And I just love that, really about your show. And it's hilarious too. It's really hilarious. And I can't wait to see, more videos and more guests that you will have on Kayla's couch. And I thought that was so cute.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I want to ask you for 2023. I know people are always into making New Year's resolutions. Now, do you make New Year's resolutions?
I definitely do a vision board, or
Mm,
at least
me
because
too.
yeah, vision boards be too much work sometimes though. So
It You know what? Last year I did a vision board. I had a display board. I said I would never do a display board again. I need a poster because that was a lot of work.
yeah.
That was a lot of
So
work.
but what I do at the bare minimum is I at least write down exactly what I want and just
Mhm,
in words, not like the
mhm,
pictures.
mhm,
I'll break it down into like finances or relationships,
mhm,
health,
mhm,
fun, music,
mhm,
YouTube, and I just write down exactly what I want and I get real specific. So yes,
mhm.
I'm planning on doing that this year, and I have a lot of goals for 2023 because I ain't playing
Yes.
more games.
Yes. So what can we look forward to from Kayla J Music in 2023?
Music, we are looking forward to lots and lots of singles. I
Okay.
yes, I was thinking about doing a project, but I was like, nah, I have so many singles and they're all so good and unique on their own. I don't want
Mhm,
them to get drowned out in a project, or if it
mhm,
was a project, it would be just too much packed in. Like
mhm,
it's not a story, it's more just like each song shines on their own. So I was like, you know what? I want to do a bunch of singles. If I can do a single a month, I'll be happy. But
mhm,
I at least at least 6 singles before.
Wow. Woo. And I know all of them are going to be good. I feel like when you said that you went through a breakup and that's how you started Kayla's Couch and everything. I feel like you're like the Black Taylor Swift. Because you know when Taylor Swift goes
Ooh,
through like these breakups, she's gonna put
yes.
out some good music. When Adele goes through a breakup, oh, you already know it's gonna be number one.
Mm-hmm.
So with Kayla J, you already know if you go through a
Yes.
breakup, you about to be, hey, I'm about to be on YouTube. I got my music coming out. You
Oh
gonna
yeah.
get this. You gonna feel
Yes.
all of this. You know, and I
Yes.
love that. I love that.
Yes.
So
I
what
will
else?
say that.
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I
No,
will
go ahead. What
say
you
that um, anytime I go through something,
Mhm.
I'm coming out with a diss track.
Okay, like okay, tell me about this
But
diss track.
next year, I want my music to be more happy and light and
Okay.
not so. Okay. But yeah, go
But
ahead.
you know, even though it is going to be happy and everything, but you still got a diss track laying to the side, just
Oh
in
yeah.
case you need to just pop it out one good time.
Oh, it's another one coming pretty soon too.
Oh, okay then. Well, I hope I cannot wait to this, but this is gonna have cakes. This is cakes on this
Yeah,
dish
this gonna be
right here.
case.
Oh, not Kayla J. It's gonna be cakes. Now
Yeah.
describe cakes. What's the difference between Kayla and cakes?
Kayla J is soft, vulnerable. She's sweet.
Mhm.
She is gonna love you unconditionally. She is tolerating more than what she deserves. But then that's when cakes come in, and she's like, "Nah, I ain't having it. I'm gonna pop my shit. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna let y'all know that this ain't that, and that I'm that girl, and y'all gonna have
Mm,
to respect me."
mm.
It's
It's
all love at the end of the day, whether it's Kayla or
yes, but it's just don't get wrong with cakes because cakes gonna come you
yeah,
know tenfold on you for a minute.
yeah.
So let me ask you. I don't think I asked you what is your sign because you know what I think it is, and I could be wrong. You're giving me sensual gorgeousness. I want to say, are you like a Leo? Are you a Leo?
Ooh, no.
Oh, you're not a Leo. Okay, I got it wrong. I know. Are you a Virgo? Because that's my sign.
I love Virgos, but
I
no,
am a
no.
Virgo, but it's a difference between an August Virgo and a September. I'm an August Virgo. I'm right on that cusp of being a Leo. So a lot of people will
Mm,
be like, "Oh, you a Leo?" No, I am born on the 24th of August, so I am a Virgo, but I have Leo tendencies. Like
mm,
like that aggressiveness, that Leos have. I am aggressive, but I'm a like with Virgos, I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes I can
mm.
be very cold, but I return energy.
I
And
love
of course,
Virgos.
and Virgos, we're the best lovers. Out of all the
Yes.
signs, we are the best lovers.
Yes, I always said I wanted to marry a Virgo, but I'm trying to explore the other signs too.
Mhm, mhm. Just as long as you don't get a Taurus. Listen, my ex boyfriend was a Taurus. My brother is a Taurus.
So is my
They are
brother.
hard headed.
Oh
Hard
yeah, they
headed.
stubborn. They stubborn.
They
Yeah, my brother's a
stubborn.
Taurus and my best friend's a Taurus. They so stubborn.
They
But I
really
think I'm
are.
so
They
used
won't
to
listen to
them.
anybody. But then
Yeah.
they want to talk about us. So I just leave them
Yeah.
over there. But in my days of having exes, of course, I dated a male Gemini.
Mm.
And I'm ready to tell my story because
Ooh. You got a
I
testimony.
I don't listen. I don't ran out of wine, but I have to tell my story with Gemini's. Like they are. I don't know. Yeah. I need to be
I've
compensated.
heard.
I need to be
Yes.
compensated because I
Reparation.
went through some things with a Gemini.
Yes. Reparations. Absolutely.
Good reparations, but you gotta tell everybody what your sign is.
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, see, Scorpios, they are feisty, they are spicy, they are sensual and sexual too. But I
Yeah.
get along with Scorpios. I really do. I think they are so cool. But like I said, it's a difference. Are you a October Scorpio or a November?
October 31st, last day of October.
Oh, you are a Halloween baby.
Yes,
Oh,
girl.
girl. Listen, I got questions about y'all Halloween Scorpios.
Uh-oh.
Like literally, I got questions about y'all. So Kayla, like for 2023, I always ask, people that I interview, what is your end goal? What is the end goal for you as an artist and a content creator?
Uh, this is a hard question for me because I think I took a lot of this year to like take a break from social media, content, music,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really just enjoying a simple life and a soft life. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to spread my music. I'm happy people like my content. I'm happy
Yes.
people still fucking with me. I'm just glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? I can't
Yes.
complain. But um, I do want to, I want to have a defined goal. I would say just I want to be happy. I
Mm.
want to do this as long as I'm happy. Of course, I want to work with bigger artists. I want to collaborate more. I'm not sure if I want to be signed, but if the right deal approaches me, then
Mm-hmm.
I'll be signed.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I just want to touch people's hearts
Mm-hmm.
on a grand level. Um, on a universal level. I feel like that is my purpose. I feel like, whether it's Kayla's Couch and me just talking about my experiences and helping people through that, or whether it's my music, just touching people's hearts, I feel like if I could just do that, whatever that looks like, I'm happy. That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, like, actual, like, solid, concrete goals, bunch of singles. I want to do my season 3 for next year.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just elevate. I do have a follower account that I want to reach. And
Mm-hmm.
um, I am working on some collabs, I would say.
Okay. You are can you spill the tea on the collabs?
Um, I don't think I can.
Okay. But you know what? This is not gonna be the last time. You family now, so you're gonna have to come back
Yeah.
and spill the tea on the sip and sit. Cause I know it's piping hot like Lipton. It's piping hot like coffee. Like
Yes.
Starbucks. Like you go to the bodega and stuff for the people up there in NYC. It's hot. It's that hot.
Yeah.
You got to
Well,
come back and spill the tea on who you collabing with for next year.
hey, fingers crossed it happens for 2023. I'm manifesting some
Yes.
real good
We
collabs.
putting that out in the air.
Yeah.
We gonna manifest it right now, right here. We manifesting
Mhm.
2023 will be the year of elevation, the
Yeah.
year of just continuing with the gifts that God gave you, and you're
Yeah.
talented and you got it. And I can't wait to see what you do next. But you're not getting ready to leave out of here because I told you we're playing a little game,
Yes.
and it's this or that Christmas edition.
All right,
Now,
let's do it.
some of these could be a little raunchy. So in place of, the do, we're gonna say fun. We're gonna use the word fun. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay. So, Miss Kayla J, on a holiday trip, would you rather fly to the beach or stay in for a white Christmas?
Fly to the beach.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fly to the beach. I feel you on that, girl. I feel you
yeah.
on that because me, I don't care how my stomach look. I'm gonna be prancing around there with a two-piece bikini on. You gonna get what you get, okay?
Yes. And when I take them pictures, make sure it's sucked in all the way. If I
Oh,
gotta
girl,
suck it in, let
yes.
me know.
I'm with you on that. Just get my good side, all right? Not my bad
Right.
side.
Just let me know the angles if how it's looking.
All
But yeah,
right.
I'm not a fan of snow, so definitely the beach.
Okay. So you'd rather do the beach. Now, second question. Now, I've done this before, but I want to see, have you ever done it or will do it?
Okay.
Buy a gift for someone for Christmas, or recycle a gift you don't like and give it to someone for Christmas.
I'm gonna buy a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Okay, I do that, but then I've recycled a gift. I'm not gonna say to who, because any of my family members might be watching this. But I have recycled a gift I didn't like and pass it off as a Christmas gift.
Oh, see, I never did that one. Well, I mean, if I don't like a gift that I get, I love to donate. Like I love to donate to the
Mhm.
homeless or Goodwill. Just even if it's say somebody bought me a blanket and I got a bunch of blankets, I'm gonna go give that blanket to a homeless person on the street.
Hmm.
It depends what it is. Now, if it's
Yeah.
high quality, I'm gonna sell it.
Oh, girl, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Get you some coins. Get you some
Mhm.
coins, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, would you rather send a nasty drunk text
Ooh.
or a nasty drunk voicemail?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Voicemail or voice memo.
Like, would you call the person up and then just leave the nasty message, or would you go to the text message and then record it on the phone?
Ooh, I'll probably go and record it on my phone, but I want you to hear my voice either way. I'm not gonna type it.
Okay then. Okay.
Yeah, I want you to be able to play it back.
Okay then. Oh, girl. That's what hey, you did a song called Drunk Texting now. You
That's where it
might need to
came
do
from.
a drunk voicemail. You might need to, do a song about that.
Well,
Then
you know what? Drunk texting was actually inspired by a drunk voicemail
oh, that you left or somebody left you.
that I left.
Oh, okay
Yeah.
then. Oh, now that's tea, honey.
Mhm.
Early morning, or are you a night
To do what?
owl? To have
Some fun.
fun.
Ooh, I like both. I'm gonna say night owl.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you get that early, whoop the whoop, and then it's it. Are you kicking her out or them out by 6 a.m. or you let them, it's breakfast in bed and stuff?
I feel like if we done did that, then we low key go together. So you gonna have to stay the night. Stay the night. I'm gonna snuggle you in the morning. I'm making waffles.
See, I ain't like that because like I'll kick. Okay, I've done this before, and if he's watching, I'm sorry, boo, but I kicked a friend out at like 5 o'clock in the morning, like
Oh,
bye. He was like, we're not gonna do breakfast. No, bye. I have a do mentality, so I have to. You gotta go. Yeah, after we whoop the whoop, peace. But I have to really like you though. I have to really
yeah.
like. If
And
if
see,
I really like you, okay, you can stay for breakfast or something. But if you just a little, side ornament, side piece or
hmm,
something, like you got to go like at
it
5
depends. And
before work.
if it's not good, you gotta go.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta go. You got to go. Like seriously. Okay. Do you cook or help cook Christmas dinner, or do
Mhm.
you just show up without nothing? You just show up to eat.
It depends. If I'm with my family, I'm
Mhm.
cooking. I'm cooking
Okay
something. Um, but if like I'm not cooking for nobody else.
then. Mhm.
If I'm in the bay, I'm cooking. But if,
Mhm.
if it's like if I'm because I'll be on my own in different states and whatnot. If I'm invited to a function, that's when I just sit pretty and just I'll bring napkins.
You bring the easiest thing, the paper stuff, the
Right.
paper goods.
The
Me,
paper goods. Yes.
me, it just depends. Now, if it's family, I ain't cooking nothing because I'm here.
Really?
I'm here. No. I take that back. I will bring some paper containers, paper Tupperware, paper plates or something. So
Right.
this is my to go plate. See, I'll bring that. But anything else,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't cooking or nothing like that. And then I'm just the person that just show up and eat. I ain't doing no
Mm.
dishes. I'm a dip out before everybody else start, finish eating.
You ain't
Dip
right.
out. Yes, I got places to go, people to see, things to do, and I just don't want to be around like family. Don't
Yeah.
I feel like during the holidays, family always is like when you get married, when you having kids, when you bringing a dude over. What happened to the last ex you had? I don't want to hear
Mm.
that. That's like
Yeah,
I
that's too
don't
much.
want to hear
That's
that.
too much.
And with me being from the South, they do it all the time. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
and then sometimes I just skip out and don't come.
I'm weak. Well, hey, I would at least send somebody to get me a plate. Like, hey, come by, grab my Tupperware.
Oh,
Bring
exactly, exactly. But but don't tell us who it's for though. Don't tell them
right.
you fixing it for me. Just say you just taking a to go play home. I
Yeah.
feel you, girl. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask you with this: would you rather collab with Rihanna or Tiana Taylor?
Oh, jeez, Louise. Uh, both of them.
Oh,
If I had to choose, I'll say
mhm.
Rihanna.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
ah, I love me some Tiana. I feel like I get for me, I say Rihanna because she's like a OG in the game,
Hmm.
and so is Tiana. But for me, I identify more with Rihanna and like just her sound. And I
Hmm.
sometimes I see some of her sound in my
Hmm.
sound
Hmm.
from just listening to her growing up. So that would be a full circle moment for me.
Okay, okay. Okay, now this a real juicy one.
Okay,
You
I'm here.
ready? Dum dum dum.
I'm here for it.
Outdoor fun or bedroom fun?
Outdoor.
Ooh, why?
Yeah. I don't know. I love that feeling of I love that feeling of we are not supposed to be here right now. Like we ain't
Yes,
supposed to be doing
spontaneous. Yes.
yeah, because you gonna always have a bedroom. You could
Hmm.
you can always do that, but outdoor, that's just more memorable. Like you're gonna be looking at Bay 5 years later, like remember when we did that? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, sit through a bad date or fake an emergency or say you gotta go shit and leave.
Fake an emergency all day. And I've done that before.
Really? Okay, so you got to give me the details. So you went on a date, and the date wasn't going like she wasn't. Was she boring or?
I forgot. She just wasn't giving what was supposed to be gave. It was awkward.
Mhm,
Um, I can tell when somebody is like, and I'm like, of course, I'm an artist, but I'm not a huge artist. I'm not famous,
mhm.
not yet. So,
Oh,
but
not yet, but you are. You will be.
I will
You
be
putting
very
that
soon.
out there.
But I can tell when women are like fans of me, low key, and they
Mm,
talk to me as if like they don't deserve to be in my presence, or it's like, oh my god, I'm on a date with Kayla J, and it's like
mm.
act like you somebody too.
Right.
So it was one of those situations, and I called my best friend.
Mhm,
Well, I texted her. I was like,
mhm.
"Bitch, call me. Tell me you need me to rescue you from somewhere, and get me just do something. Tell me it's an emergency."
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
called me and was like, "Friend, come get me, come help." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta go."
You know what? That is so funny because on the other hand, I had a date
Mhm.
with a guy, and at first he was boring. I like to talk. I don't like if I'm on a date with you. and you're in your phone or you're not talking back to me,
Yeah, that's
I'm
rude.
like, you know what the hell, if this. So I told him, I said, you know what, I'll be right back, I'm going to the bathroom. And so where we were in the restaurant, our his back was toward like where the
Mm.
bathroom was and where, to leave. I left, and then I
We.
got in a car and I blocked him. So yeah, I was wrong. So if you're out there watching, I'm sorry. That was like so many years ago. I'm better now. I won't do now. I won't do that now. I'm 35 now, so I would not do that. But I was young and dumb back in my 20s. Not saying that you dumb. I know you 25, but I was
Hey, I'm
like,
still learning, so hey.
listen, I had to go. He was born.
So
So
wait, what would you do now if you were on a date like that?
I would tell him that you're boring. And I'm sorry. I would be honest. I feel like when I was in my 20s, I wasn't as honest
Mm,
with guys or dates or anything like that. So now at 35, I'm gonna let you know.
right.
Look, hey, this is not going well for me. I thought it would be different, and I'm just gonna leave. Now, if he's like, oh well, I'm sorry and stuff, no, I'm good. Bye.
Mm.
Thanks for the food if we even get that far. But I'll go to the bar. Like I'll get out of Dodge. But now I
Mhm.
I would not do that. You know, I
Mm.
I feel like I've matured. Now I'm still petty, don't get me wrong, but I've matured. But I would really just be honest with that person. Just say, hey, this is not going well for me. So I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to exit stage left.
I think I'm gonna start doing that too. Well, actually, hey, I'm still in my 20s, so I'm definitely gonna use that. I gotta go to the bathroom one at least once, and then I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna be honest after that.
Yes, let them know, honey. Now, okay, you ready for another one?
Mm-hmm.
Long and passionate holiday fun or quick and dirty fun?
Long and passionate.
Because it lasts longer. It's
Yeah.
like a Kodak memory.
Yes. And it takes a while for me to, if
Get
you know
there.
what I
I
mean.
see. I feel you, girl.
So if it's too quick, I'm gonna be like, wait, I need some more. I would be like, I don't care where we was about to go, girl. Fuck them plans. I'm
Oh, so
cancel
weak.
everything. So yeah, long and passionate.
Mm. I'm both. I like both, but with the long and passionate, it has to be someone who I really, really like. But for
Mhm.
the quick and dirty, it could be like I could like you, or I just want to hit it and quit it. Like boom, boom,
Yeah.
pow.
Oh yeah,
It,
that's different. Yeah. Well, I
yeah,
like
like
both too. Then.
yeah. I prefer if I really am in tune with that person, long and passionate fun. Long
Mm-hmm.
and passionate fun. Like I want to wake up and see the guy in the kitchen butt ball naked. Like
Oh, that's nice.
on Baby Boy when Ving Rhames was in the kitchen and he was
Mm-hmm.
naked and Tyrese came in there and was like, oh my God, like yeah, I want you to cook me breakfast naked.
Yeah.
That's like me.
Make sure my pancakes come out right.
Yes, golden brown, honey, like I like them. Guess
Mm-hmm.
what? And give me a mimosa too. But if you don't
Yeah.
have
Eggs over
mimosa,
easy. Or
yeah,
scrambled, whatever you like.
and just put me 3 ice cubes in my water. I don't like my shit cold.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Okay, Kayla J, wine or liquor?
Wine.
Wine. Okay. Okay.
Hmm. Well, I do like liquor, but I
Mhm.
feel like wine just makes me feel sexy.
Okay.
You know?
Very like what I was drinking tonight. I was like, oh, this is the sip and sit I need to be, drinking a little bit more on my podcast. I'm a hard liquor person. I do like wine, but wine makes me sleepy. But
Oh, yeah.
wine does make me feel sexy, but brown would make you get down. I am the liquor girl.
Mm,
Brown will make you get down, and white will make you sin. But brown will always make you get down.
come on now. Yes.
Mm,
Some Hennessy,
yes.
some Crown, some Jack.
Ooh. Hennessy, yeah,
Ooh.
Hennessy, Douce, Crown, Jack
Yes.
Daniels. Honey Jack is my favorite out of all of the
Mm.
dark liquors. So yeah, I'm a brown girl. I'm like, out of my group of female friends, I'm like the nigga of the group, like the dude of the group. Like, because everybody drinks like the mixed drinks or the
Yeah.
baby wine. Give me that. Put some hair on my chest. Like, give me the
Right.
brown, please. Give
Yeah.
me the brown. Now, would you wear Christmas pajamas or would you do an ugly sweater for Christmas?
Christmas pajamas. Especially if I got somebody to match with.
Oh, girl, yes. I have
Like, I'm
not.
manifesting it. God,
Okay,
please.
2023, we manifested. We manifested. I've
Yes.
never done matching pajamas in any of my relationships. It never, I think I will always break up with my boyfriends like before Christmas. Like, I've always been like that.
Was you trying to avoid buying them gifts?
No, I bought them gifts. It's like I would buy them the gift, and then if I break up with them, I'll return it.
Okay, okay.
I'll return it. I'm not gonna give you a gift. I wish no with my relationship that I had a couple of years ago when I first got out of college.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it was like a 10-year age difference. I'm like young, like in my early 20s, and he was like in his early 30s. And I
Mm-hmm.
think the first gift I really bought a guy was like it was a Michael Kors watch. And I literally spent good money for that. That was when Michael Kors just came out and it was like really hot and
Mm-hmm.
popping. And yeah, like, and a month later we broke up and I didn't get the watch back.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the name of the game sometimes, You
Yeah.
win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm. But
Well, yeah,
you'll
I
live
never
to see
made it
another
to,
day.
yes.
Mm.
But I've never made it to the matching pajama stage either. I'm manifesting it though for 2023. I'm not playing. Somebody's daughter is
Mm.
gonna be in matching pajamas with me next year.
And
What can you say, God, please?
I'm manifesting somebody's son. Me and
Yes.
him gonna be in matching pajamas. And then look, let's just say this. You and your girl in matching pajamas, me and my guy in matching pajamas. We could do a little couple
Yeah.
something like that, girl. We'd be like, girl,
Yeah.
do you not know we were on this interview and we were manifesting and everything? Girl, just watch what's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen.
It's
Watch.
coming. It's coming.
Now,
But
I
for
know
now, I'm just
you.
matching with my dog.
Oh, and where is he?
Oh, he's right here on the floor. Come here, Prince. He got an attitude right now. He might come up later
Oh,
on. Come here, boo boo.
oh, he a Scorpio? Cause Scorpios got them attitudes.
He's a Aquarius.
Oh, never mind. Hi, cutie. Look at him. He's such a little
Yeah.
cuddle buddy.
So I have these same pajamas too, and we was matching earlier.
I saw that. I thought that was so cute.
Thank you.
Now, for
Okay.
Christmas movies, Home Alone or Home Alone 2?
I'm not the biggest movie person, and honestly, I have not seen either.
Oh
I know. I know.
my gosh.
I know. I get this all the time. People are like, "You haven't seen that movie?" And I'm like, "No."
Wow.
I don't know. I've
Okay.
seen I feel like the essential black
Mm-hmm.
movies to keep my black card.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else? Yeah, maybe not.
Ooh, not. Ooh, Kayla, we're gonna have to get you to watch a Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Those are
Oh,
classics.
I
Those are classics.
know. I mean, I
Those
might
are
have seen it when I was like a young kid, but I don't even remember what it was about or anything like that. I was
oh,
like,
oh my gosh, I'm so weak. Well, that was the end of this or that. Would you rather Christmas edition with
Yay!
Kayla J. Kayla, I've enjoyed this interview, and I know you got to go back. You got to go get in that studio. I know I'm taking you away from your busy time, but I just want to thank you so much for coming on a sip and sit. And if you can, please drop all of your social media handles as well as your YouTube so people can subscribe and like. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to see Kayla in action, please go subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Yes, yeah, I got to. So I will drop all of that. You show me where to do it, and I'll do it.
Okay, I will. It's going to be in the description, but you can tell people where to go.
Okay. Oh, like verbally.
Yeah.
So my Instagram is underscore cakes with a KAKESS underscore. My TikTok is also cakes, KAKESS. My Twitter is Kayla J Music. That's
Mhm.
KALA, no Y. And my YouTube is Kayla J, as you can see on the screen here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And please go support her. Download her music. She has so much in store coming for everyone in 2023. And I cannot wait to have you back, girl, because you family now. So you got to come back for more tea
Yes.
on the sip and sit, honey.
You know I'm only a DM away, girl.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, y'all, I think this is my last video before Christmas. I wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a
Thank
Happy New
you.
Year. May the Lord's blessings reach you in
Mhm.
2023. And here's some more elevation for the new year. All
Yeah.
right, y'all. And thank y'all for watching the Sip and Sit podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Right. See ya.